I still can't believe it, but I've reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in 43 days. What's up? My name is Caroline and this is Wealth in Progress, where you'll learn how to make passive income with cryptocurrencies. But in this video, we'll look at something different. Now, for all you crypto enthusiasts out there, don't worry, there will be another crypto video coming out tomorrow, but I just wanted to share my early YouTube story. If some of you guys want to start your own YouTube channel, you might find that helpful as well. Now, my advice will be a bit different from what you'll hear from most of the other YouTubers, and that's because I've had a different experience. I've tried all the tips that all the other YouTubers recommend and they didn't work for me. So here's what has worked for me and what I think is the best strategy. Number one, choose the easiest niche. Now, you probably have a bunch of different interests and you could probably start a YouTube channel about all of them. And so that's what I started with. I first had a YouTube channel about dog training, or initially it was even just about my dog, funny videos about my dog. Then I started the second one, which was about productivity, and both of them really didn't work at all. Especially the second one totally flopped. And then only after quite a while and after trying out everything with that productivity channel that just wouldn't take off at all, I finally decided why not pursue another interest of mine, and that is crypto. So I thought, okay, crypto is pretty hot right now. It's a topic that a lot of people are interested in, and there's still demand that could be filled. So what I mean by easy niche is that you should choose the niche that has the highest demand and highest search volume and the lowest competitive range. Now, the way to find out how it looks like, the best way to do that, what I always do, is that I look for search terms that are in my niche. So for instance, let's look at productivity first, because that's what I started with. So let's look at, for instance, how to be more productive. So I use two services that help me figure out which search terms are worth my time and which aren't so much. And the two services that I'm using are number one, TubeBuddy, and number two, vidIQ. But on the right, you have the information that's important. And I often start with TubeBuddy. So if you scroll down, you find here that Search Explorer. And what you can do is you can show keyword score. And that won't be 100% accurate, but it gives you a good stance of if it's a good search term, if you can rank for it or not. Now in here, that doesn't tell you much. You have to click here for weighted, and that's the important part. So I've actually got this strategy from Sunny Lenarduzzi. So she's one of the top YouTube specialists and pro, and what she says is that you have to, first of all, you have to look for the search volume, but the other key indicator is the search results. So these are the competitors. So sometimes it will tell you the monthly searches in here, but most often it won't. That's fine. What's more important are the search results. And what she says is when you just start your new YouTube channel, you should look for search results that are below 100,000. So as you can see, with over 5 million, you have absolutely no chance of ranking for that search term. And instead, you would have to look for maybe more long tail keywords or just different keywords. Now, the issue is I've tried with my productivity channel, I've tried for months and months to find good keywords and to find long-term keywords and special keywords. I've tried everything and I couldn't find a single one that was below 100,000. Maybe no, really, I didn't find a single one. So I just thought, oh, whatever, I'll just try it anyway. I'll try for a really long time. I've tried it for several months, and I'll just publish videos on a regular basis, stay consistent, everything that everyone else recommends you. And it just didn't work. Now let's try something different. Let's try something with crypto. For instance, how to stake Cardano, for instance. Okay, let's do the same thing. So we'll go down to TubeBuddy, click on show keyword score, and then click here for weighted. Now this looks much better already. Now it's still not ideal because it's still over 100,000, but as long as you're below 500,000, you have a much better chance of ranking, even with a small channel. So ideally what you would do is have a mix of different keyword difficulties. Some might be below 100,000 and then some might be below 500,000. That's still fine, but it's far easier with cryptos to find search terms where the search results are at least under 500,000. I found a couple that are even under 100,000. So this shows you, okay, this is a better niche to go for instead of productivity, which is just super competitive. Once you've established yourself in one of the niches that represents one of your interests, you can always start a second channel and go for the more difficult niche. Number 2, publish at least as much content as the industry standard. Now, I know everyone always says you have to be consistent and you have to decide how many times you want to upload per week, maybe once per week or maybe twice per week, and that's it. Now, what I found much more important is to look at the industry standard. Is the industry standard uploading once per week, or is it 7 times per week? Now, in case of crypto, it's more of like once per day. So what I'm doing now with my crypto YouTube channel is I'm uploading at least one video per day on the weekday. So that's 5 videos per week. I'm trying to scale it up to 7. And that's really because the industry standard is this way. It's to upload about once per day. Some people upload less, but that's what I've seen most commonly. Now, I know this might sound like a ton, but what I found is I can create different kind of videos. Some videos don't require a lot of preparation, and I've filmed them pretty quickly, especially tutorials where I can just walk people through everything that they have to do. And then others require a bit more preparation, and so I can switch between the two. So maybe half of my videos don't require a lot of preparation, the other half do. Now, if this might sound overwhelming, I totally get you, but trust me, this is the fast track to success. Not in a niche like productivity, that probably wouldn't have gotten me anywhere either, but if you have good search term and if you see that there's a lot of hype or there's a lot of interest in this industry or in this niche, then this is the way to go. For instance, another niche that I've seen a lot of interest and not so, and that is just blowing up basically, is van life. So if you're into van life, that might also be a good train to hop on right now. Number 3, replicate videos that work well for other small channels. So let me show you something. I've found this guy, Jack Ingram Crypto, and so he's growing rapidly, but when I first found him, I think he was at about 4K subscribers. So that's a good channel to look at, because you want to look for other small channels that haven't blown up yet, and you want to look at what has worked well for them. So what you can do is you can go on that channel and then click on videos, and then on the right you can click on sort by and then most popular. So this will show you the videos that are most popular on his channel, and you can see, so he's doing a really good job. You can see he's got a bunch of videos that have more views than he has subscribers. So these are the videos that you want to look for. Just the ones, I think that's another tip from Sunny Lenarduzzi. So you want to look for the ones that have more views than he has subscribers, and especially the ones that have really blown up. And so what I've done is I've actually did my own version of this video. What if you invested $1,000 in Cardano today? I took his video as inspiration. I didn't copy it obviously, but I took it as inspiration and did my own take on it. And so as you can see, if we go to my own channel and we go to videos, so we can literally do the same thing here, most popular, and you can see it has less views than his, but it's still, it's a pretty good start. And that's actually one of the main reasons that got my growth, that accelerated my growth so quickly. Number 4, stand out. So this is probably another obvious one, but I think sometimes it's difficult to actually understand what you have to do. So the main thing you need to keep in mind is that if people look for a video, if they put something in the search bar and they're looking for something specific, they'll scan through the thumbnails first of all, and the next thing they'll do is that they'll look through the titles. That's really what people are looking at, and depending on what they like or what stands out to them, that's what they're going to click on. So one thing that I'm doing is I always have a bright thumbnail with a bright background and some very bright shiny colors. Now, some in the industry do have the bright colors as well. So I've just seen that apparently I have one video showing up for how to stake Cardano. But what is really the industry standard is to have a dark background. So all of these you can see, they all have dark backgrounds. And then if you scroll down, you see mine has a bright background. Now, it's maybe not the most beautiful thumbnail, but it catches your attention. You're going through and it's all dark, and then something is bright. Now, the other thing that you probably see here, there's only another woman in here, and that's really one of the things that also stood out to me in the crypto space. There are very few women. Now, this is probably not the first thing that you want to be known for, of course, your gender, but why not take advantage of that if it's a fact? I mean, it's just a fact. It is what it is, and I'm interested in crypto, so why not take advantage of that fact? And that's what I would recommend you do as well. If you have a couple of interests and one of your interests is something where you're standing out, be it your gender or your style or whatever it is, then why not start with that? It will make it easier for you to stand out, and this is what you need to do. If you're starting with a small channel, if you're starting from zero, you need to stand out, you need to catch people's attention. And number 5, appreciate the haters. I know it is difficult, and I also find it difficult to read comments from haters. I mean, it's not something fun. I just have to say it as it is. But the good thing is every thumbs down and every hate comment is engagement, and this is what YouTube wants. The YouTube algorithm wants to have as much engagement on new videos as possible, and it will determine on the engagement that the video gets very early on. It will determine on that fact how it will distribute it to more potential viewers. So even if you have mean people in the comments, and even maybe if you upload something controversial and you get a lot of negative comments and a lot of thumbs down, it's actually not bad. It's actually a good thing because you get more engagement, and that's what you want. So hey, haters, come on, bring some more negative comments. I don't care. And what you really need to realize is that you can't make everyone happy anyway. So better be yourself and share your own opinion, even if not everyone agrees, because it won't happen anyway. As soon as you grow, there will be people who are negative, who don't share your opinion. This is just what it is. So better appreciate that they at least boost your engagement and help you grow, instead of being all negative and sad about people not agreeing with you. Okay, so these are my 5 tips that helped me grow to 1,000 subscribers in 43 days. I still think this is super fast, and I'm super grateful for all of my subscribers and supporters. Let me know in the comments if you started your own YouTube channel, or if you're planning on starting your own YouTube channel. And let me know if you have any other tips that are not commonly mentioned in all the other YouTube tips. Maybe I can include them in a second round. If you like this video, hit the like button down below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!